What's up guys, welcome back once again to the reviews. Today I'm going to be looking at a headset. This is my own personal headset, so I've got a good insight as to how well this performs. This is the HyperX Cloud Alpha Wireless from HyperX Kingston. So we're going to unbox this, see what you get in it, see the quality of it, and then we're going to talk about its features, and we're also going to do a mic test. As I've mentioned with other headset tests I've done in the past, obviously you can't hear the audio, so you just have to basically hear my word on how I feel about it, and hopefully you agree if you decide to buy them. So we'll do the mic test so you can hear that, but other than that, obviously I'll just have to let you know what I think about the sounds. So let's get it unboxed and have a look. So let's have a quick look over the box just to give you an idea of the specifications of this, because all the information you need to know really is on here. So first things first, 2-year warranty with this, HyperX Cloud Alpha Wireless. As it mentions in the name, they are wireless, and they boast up to 300 hours battery life, which is one of the main selling points for this headset. They come with DTS Headphone X Spatial sound, memory foam ear cups, 50mm dual chamber drivers, and they use the 2.4 GHz wireless. And then other than that, there's not really much more to tell you about these. It doesn't have any further specs on here. I'll give you a link in the description below so you can have a further look into this. The only other thing is the mic is detachable with LED indication as to whether it's muted or not. In the box, you just get a user manual and a sort of a welcome card, and also you get the headphones with the detachable microphone, which comes off as so and plugs back in. You also get a pop filter to go on that microphone, and you get a USB-C charging cable to obviously charge the headset up. So let's have a quick talk over it. The microphone itself is bendable, but sort of but stays in place. It's like a sort of rigid, bendable thing. I'm not sure how to explain that otherwise. LED indications on here to see whether it's muted, and it does look a fairly substantial microphone. Even though this is my headset, I've never used the microphone on it actually, because I always use a separate microphone. But other than that, in terms of it, you've got your leather sort of effect on the top with the HyperX branding and the red stitching around there. You've got memory foam cushioning on the inside, and you've also got memory foam on the ear cups. One thing I wasn't happy with when I bought these was the fact that I used to have the wired ones, and they come with interchangeable earmuffs on them, so you can put a fabric one on it to basically so it doesn't sweat as much. But these aren't too bad, to be fair. I've played many gaming sessions in these, and they're not too bad at all. And then you've got the aluminium support brackets that go onto the headband, which are really sturdy and really strong in this red colour. Red's my sort of theme for my PC, so it fits nicely. Other than that, you've then got on the left hand ear cup, you've got the power switch, mic mute, and USB-C charging, and obviously the microphone connection itself. And on the right ear cup, you've got the volume control. So let's get these plugged in, turned on, and give you a microphone test, and then I'll tell you how I feel about how they feel. So yeah, let's get on with it. Right, so as you can see now, I've got the headset on, and like I say, it is my own headset, so I've used it for quite some time. So I kind of know this really well and how it feels, and it is one of the comfiest headsets I've worn myself. I haven't used loads. I've used some more HyperX before. I've used some Edifiers. I've used some Logitechs, and these are very, very comfortable. The clamping force to me seems just enough. The adjustability is absolutely fine, and it feels really comfy on the top of your head. These leatherette can get a little bit sweaty in hotter temperatures, but during the winter they're not a problem at all normally. But over longer gaming sessions they could get a bit sweaty with them being leatherette and not being fabric like you were available with some of their wireless ones, wired ones before. Sorry. So I'm currently using the built-in microphone so you can hear the sort of quality of it. I'll soon switch over in a minute to the Yeti, so you can sort of hear the difference, but I'm using the microphone at the moment, so you can hear what it sounds like. So yeah, let's move over to the Yeti and we'll give you a comparison. Right, so now I've moved over to the Yeti microphone so you can hear the difference in sound quality. Obviously the Yeti is going to be better sound quality than the headset. It always is like that. Apologies for the weird noise my dog just made, if you heard it. Yeti obviously is a streaming microphone, cardioid pattern microphone, so it's going to be better quality because it's it's about £100 just for the microphone on its own, whereas this headset is about 180 normally. So it's always going to be better. However, now you can see the sort of how different it sounds, and you can make your mind up of whether you think it's good enough or not. But for most people, they'll probably use a separate microphone. So that's the microphone test done. Let's get back to sort of the conclusion, and we'll have a talk about what I think about this headset. Right, so that's my sort of overview review of these this headset. You've just heard the microphone test between this and between a Yeti streaming microphone, and as I mentioned before, you obviously are going to get better quality with a Yeti microphone. I have just listened to the microphone recording that I did with these. It is actually the first time I've used it, even though I've had these for over 6 months. It's the first time I've used the microphone on it, because I always use my Yeti normally when I'm gaming. And yeah, the sound quality is actually alright. It is obviously a bit more muffled than you'd get with this, but the sound quality is good enough for most people, I would say. Obviously, you can be the judge of that. You've heard it, you know what you're after. So yeah, to me, the sound quality for the microphone is good enough for the majority of people that are going to want to use this and just do some casual gaming. Again, but like I say, make your own mind up about that. Other things about them, the headset, like I mentioned before, they are so comfy. They feel really nice on the head. The memory foam feels really good. They can get a little bit sweaty around the ears because it's leatherette. Not too bad on the head. Obviously, it depends. If you haven't got hair, it might get a bit sweaty. But yeah, other than that, the comfort's amazing. There's plenty of adjustability in these. So in terms of comfort and wearing them long term, they are great. Now let's talk about battery life. It stays up to 300 hours. It is up to 300 hours. It's not saying you're definitely getting 300 hours out of these. It depends how much you're using them, what you're using them for, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. But I do have to say, although I've probably never done a 300-hour gaming session, so I can't say whether they definitely last 300 hours. They do last a long time. I think I've had these over 6 months now, and I think I've charged them twice, and they weren't even at the bottom. But I don't play that often, but they seem to stay on. They'll tell you what level they're on when you turn them on. There's a little audio notification in your ear to tell you what level they're on, and these tend to stay on the same level for a long time. These are currently on about 60%, and they've been like that. They were on 80% about 2 months ago. So they do last a long time. So the battery life is absolutely great in these. Obviously, one thing I didn't show you is obviously the dongle that comes with it. It's a standard USB dongle for connecting these, and they also tell you when they're connected as well. So yeah, there is that. You don't have to do anything to connect them. You just plug them in and turn them on. That's it. Good to go. Now, in terms of sound quality, again, like I've mentioned before, it's hard for me to say this is how good they sound, and I can't let you listen to them, so I can't give you the best idea of what they sound like. So it's just my opinion on the sound, and I think they sound absolutely fantastic. Again, I haven't been sent these, so it's not me basically saying they're good because I've been sent them. They are my own. I paid for them myself. The sound quality is awesome on these. They sound really nice for music as well, and the spatial sound for gaming, sort of surround sound, sounds awesome as well. Yeah, I can't fault the sound personally myself at all. There's probably people that are more into their audio than I am that might beg to differ with these, but for gaming headset, they sound absolutely brilliant. And I have literally no complaints with these at all, other than obviously having interchangeable earmuffs. There is no complaints I have about this headset at all, and I'm really glad I bought this. In terms of price, in the UK, when I bought these, they were about 180, but I got a crazy deal on these. £180, probably similar in the US, but I'll put some links in the description below where you can buy them. For £180, they are expensive, so keep an eye out for a deal, because they do sometimes go on deals on like Black Fridays and Prime Days and things like that. So keep an eye out for deals on these, because you could probably get them for as low as like 100. Like I say, I got some crazy deal that's randomly popped up on Amazon and I ended up getting them for about £70. So I got a really good deal, and I was more than happy to pay that. If I'd paid 180, I probably still would have been happy with them, but I don't like spending that kind of money on headphones. But yeah, definitely keep an eye out for deals on these, but they are absolutely fantastic. And that's all I need to say really about these guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. If you like it, give it a like. If you haven't already subscribed, then please don't forget to subscribe, and leave me any comments in the comment section below. And I hope to see you in the next video, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.